everyone, Christina here for Car3 TV, bringing you another update from the 2009 World Series of Poker. It was a very special bracelet ceremony today, as World Series of Poker Commissioner Jeffrey Pollack brought two very special guests. One was Gary Bettman, the Commissioner of the NHL, and the other was the Stanley Cup. The trophy was on showcase today as part of the NHL Charity Shootout Tournament going on at the Rio. There were 3 bracelets awarded today, the first of which went to Leo Wolpert, who won the $10,000 buy-in World Championship heads-up event. He took home $625,000 for his win, and here's what he had to say at the bracelet ceremony.
All right, Leo, tell me about a few of your opponents on the way to your bracelet.
Oh wow, I just did the litany, but I started out playing Mike Mizuraki, and he showed up a little late actually, so he kind of like got a little bit of an advantage because he kind of blinded off for a little bit. And he played pretty well. He's pretty tough. Next was, I think, my toughest match, John Juanda, who's just amazing. It's like indescribable how good he is at live tournaments. He just absolutely crushes. And it's funny because I didn't even know I'd be playing him. Like some of the reporting said player unknown. I wasn't even listed in the round 2 matchups, and so I thought, I was one of the 2 unknown players. Right. I thought I'd be either playing David Benefield or somebody else. And I'd made up in my mind that I was going to play David Benefield, and I was like, how does Raptor play? Do I even have a chance against him? And then it's just like the shocker of shockers that I get John Juanda instead.
How did you end up finally beating him?
By winning a flip. I won a flip for a lot of the effective stacks. He was 3-betting me a lot, so I 4-bet shoved the 7s. He called with the ace-jack and flop at a 7. So worked out pretty well. And then I don't remember the exact bust-out hand, but...
what about John Duffy? How is he as your final opponent?
He was tough too. I mean, he's like super, like, unbluffable. Like, I tried to bluff him like 3 or 4 times, and he'd just like pick it off every time. I think he had really good live reads on me too. Like, I could really think like, usually, like when I first started playing poker, I used to think, if I make a value bet and somebody folds that, they have like an awesome live shell, but sometimes, they just have nothing. And so as I've played more and more live, I've just like gotten over that fear where, I'm thinking, well, they're picking up something on me. But he was folding so much when I'd value bet like that. I was convinced that I was giving away something. So maybe I was.
Well, congratulations on your win. Now you're going to use your prize money to help you go through law school, is that right?
That's right. And I probably already had enough to afford law school, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this money. Put it in the bank. I haven't even decided.
What are you going to do with your law degree?
That's a good question. Hopefully practice law somewhere. Who knows, with the economy as it is, if there will even be a lot of jobs available for new associates or whatever in 2 years or 2.5 years.
Well, you always have poker to fall back on then, right?
It is a really nice fallback, fun fallback too.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The second bracelet went to JC Tran. This was his second bracelet. It came in the $2,500 buy-in pot limit Omaha event.
All right, JC, last year we were all talking about how you are one of the players, the greatest players without a bracelet, and then you grabbed one last year. How does the last one and this one compare?
Well, the first one's always more important, and it always means more, but, I mean, just due to the fact that I've been playing so many World Series and coming close and, like, getting that first one out of the way, it takes a lot of pressure off of you, and, you kind of experience the winning of the World Series, and coming back this year, I played events and I got chips in a lot of events. I didn't feel the pressure that I had to win. I just want to make sure I do well and get back and and allow myself a shot. And I got back here in the final table and I told myself, here's your chance to win another bracelet. But don't put too much pressure on yourself because you already got one out of the way. Just play and let it come to you, and it did. It came to me, and I was fortunate enough to catch a lot of hands, and was on the right side of most hands.
Now you've been playing PLO cash games. How much has your game improved in this game over the last year?
It's improved a lot. When I first started playing PLO, I was a bit unsure of a lot of starting hands. I mean, I still have a lot to learn in PLO. I mean, PLO is a game where it's just so many variations of cards and hands and draws and stuff. And I mean, all PLO players still have something to learn about the game, especially when you're up against new players and new situations. And it's not like it's Hold'em, and you face so many situations each day. PLO, there's tons of situations where you haven't faced enough to make the correct decision. And you know, I mean, it's good that I won the bracelet. And, you know, it doesn't mean that I know I got the game down. I still have a lot to learn. I mean, I've played cash games, went through a bunch of big swings here and there, ups and downs, and it's just all part of learning. And you know, I'm just glad that I'm not stuck big or anything, you know.
Now, PLO has been growing in the cash games and the number of entrants in these tournaments. Do you see PLO tournaments as kind of the future of tournament poker?
I can never see PLO taking over Hold'em just because of how prestigious the main event is of the World Series and a lot of other main events. But I do see that it'll be just as popular. And I already know that a lot of Europeans are playing it strong, and you know, a lot of people here, young kids. I mean, all ages actually. They're learning the game. It's a bit dangerous because a lot of people don't know that when you're learning a game, you can actually lose a lot of money. And you know, if you're good at it right away, you can win a lot of money. And it's definitely bigger swings than PLO. And I definitely like to see PLO bigger as far as tournament-wise. And you know, it's already growing, so it probably won't grow as fast as Hold'em did. But I know it's going to get bigger and bigger each year.
All right, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
James Van Osteen was the recipient of the third bracelet award tonight. He won $247,000 for winning the $1,500 buy-in horse event.
James, first of all, congratulations on your bracelet.
Oh, thank you, Christy.
Tell me about how the event went for you. Starting out, how did the tournament go?
Well, I wasn't really deep in chips. I wasn't chip leader, I don't think, at any point until like near the end, 3 or 4 players. Mm-hmm. So going into the final table, I was second low on chips, and I would have been happy just third or fourth. And so I ended up winning. I was really happy.
Who was your toughest opponent at the final table?
Oh, they had a lot of good players. Shannon Shore, I thought, and Tad finished Tad and Shannon Shore. Tad Jurgens and Shannon Shore, probably.
So how has playing live games helped you in playing tournaments?
Well, they got all these horse games. There's 5 games, and a lot of people don't play the games all the games well at all. There's a lot of, I thought there was a lot of errors being made. I mean, I make errors myself, but there was some inconsistent play throughout the tournament.
So you got most of your mixed game experience just playing in the cash games?
Yes, mixed games at Bellagio.
Which game is your best game?
Omaha 8 or better, high-low.
What is your edge in that game, do you think?
I can read other people's hands better than they can read my hands.
Does that just come with experience?
It comes from experience, but also thinking about the games and thinking about how the other players are playing.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Christy.
Thanks for tuning in to this update on the 2009 World Series of Poker. I'm Christy Arnett for Card Player TV.